at shooting guard.
And both backcourts in this one stand cream. Of the crowd.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. So the Houston starting five. They've got Tari Eason. Dylan Brooks is out there with Green. Then it's Thompson, and it's Şengün in at center, filling out the middle.
You have to account for Jackson Jr. in the corner. I mean, he's an excellent three-point shooter.
Thompson passes to Brooks. Green with the ball. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Moran against Green. Pass to Jackson. Here's Edey. And all around the rim that time before dropping. We played just over a minute here in the first.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Moran, he's open again. The Grizzlies, good for two more.
Yeah, stepping in from the arc, Morant comfortable from there.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Thompson finds Brooks. Now Şengün. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And there's the lob. And it's Edey missing.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync.
And that one's good. Green.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Morant with it, working on Green. Williams from long range. The Rockets pull it in. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Bane. Now here's Şengün. He's covered closely. Over Edey. Şengün, no good.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Jackson finds some space. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Pass to Jackson. From deep three-point land. And Morant with the basket on the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 5.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Now here's Thompson. Out to the wing. Şengün, he's open. Money from 17 feet out.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie. That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Green against Morant. Green, the pass to Thompson. Outside, Green. 5 to shoot. A shot from the mid-range. And it falls all over the rim and in. He has 7.
And fighting his way through. Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. High post Green. 7 points in the game. Here's Easton. Nails it from 3. Easton's got his second bucket of the game. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Good if it goes. No good that time. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's Houston. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Williams is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Aldama in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Jackson with a screen on Green. From deep, Morant. Yes! A Morant 3!
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Brooks with it, and it's Aldama picking him up. And here's Green from the arc. Green, money from deep.
Oh my, I mean, Green is ready for a duel at the arc. I mean, he's always an eager three-point shooter.
Beyond the arc, and another 3 for Memphis.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that one's good. Green.
And right now, Green's got the hot hand, and it would be wise to keep going to him.
Picked by Aldama. Morant, the pass to Aldama. Here's the 3. Easton pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 5. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Kept alive. Thompson right side. Pass to Brooks. It's stolen. And there's Payne. That one's good. The assist by Morant.
Not just an aggressive scorer, Morant is also a fantastic distributor.
Green for 3. They grab their own miss. Easton with the ball. Lets the 3 fly. Drills it from deep. Easton's got 9.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Aldama, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Adams. Williams against Green. Finding some room inside. Green. The life of an NBA head coach, Stan, is not easy. You've lived it. What's the toughest part of the job? Don't say dealing with the media.
Well, no, it's not. But, Brian, I think people would easily say it's the time spent away from home, and it's also the losing, quite honestly. But I think what my family had the hardest time with was how consumed I was as a coach during the season. So even when I was home, all I was doing was thinking about basketball.
And how many losses have you endured as a broadcaster, Coach?
0. Undefeated, Brian, undefeated.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
Bagley's checked in for Memphis.
2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. 1:31 left in the first half of this one. Moran against Green. Jackson outside. This one for 3. Brooks with the rebound. And Brooks has got the ball here for Houston. 6-point lead. Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Eason. The Rockets again can't hit. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
That one goes in. And now just a 2-point Rocket lead.
Now that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against a bigger defender.
Green, the pass to Thompson. From the arc. Williams grabs the board. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. There's the 3. Rebounded by Green. Here's Brooks. To the inside. Just 3 on the clock. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And they'll keep possession.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Well, these teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Houston has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Fred VanVleet out there with Aaron Holiday. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Smith. And it's Whitmore in at the 3, the small forward. And the basket by VanVleet.
If you let him, VanVleet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
Out to the right wing. Here's Wells. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Jackson with room to fire. No good. That would have tied it.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Memphis trailing here. Kennard for 3. And another 3 for Memphis.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
VanVleet finds Smith. Huff pulls it in. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Jackson, the pass to Pippen. Launches it.
Memphis foul. Wells. First personal foul.
Houston has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Holiday. There's the triple. Second chance shot. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And he recovers it. Now here's Van Vliet, defended by Kennard. Clock at 4. Fades and shoots. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Smith's got his first points in this one.
And this is why Jabari Smith went early in the draft. His ability to find shots and, of course, make them too.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Holiday. And the layup is good. Now it's a 3-point Rocket lead. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Shot from the wing. Van Vliet misses. And the Grizzlies shooting it at 52%. There's Jackson with the 3. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Baseline try. And it's Adams missing. Down low. Intercepted. 3 on 3. And stolen by Jackson. And he's all alone.
And you can tell they're in sync right now. Expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Houston has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Van Vliet. Outside Holiday. Over Jackson. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Holiday's gotten his second bucket. Grizzlies trail by 3. Kennard outside. Here's the pick. Let's go with a 3. Rockets with a rebound. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Holiday passes to Van Vliet. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Wells, covered by Smith. Nice shot by Kennard.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest that shot.
Holiday looking for an opening. Here's Smith. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. And the Rockets lead by 2.
And he's so comfortable from the mid-range. For a guy like Smith, it's almost a layup.
The 3. Wells misses. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Van Vliet finds Smith. Fades away. That shot, no good. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Kennard for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Holiday. Smith in the high post. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Kennard for 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Luke Kennard, and it's Wells in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Smith right side. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J.
And there's the length of Smith at work, playing big on the interior.
Kennard outside. Chalk up 2 there. And here's Holiday. Smith right side. The fadeaway. And that one comes up a bit short.
The fall away, upping the degree of difficulty. You wonder if perhaps they could have gotten a better look.
That gives them the lead. And it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Pass to Smith. No good on the fadeaway. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Drops in the 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And that was good. Green.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The kick out to Williams. 4-3. Drains the triple. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Green, the pass to Şengün. With the fadeaway. And too long on the shot. And here's Memphis now. They're on a 13-5 run. The 3 from Bain. Bain with another miss. Rockets trail by 6. Pass to Thompson. The 3. Williams grabs the board. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Edey for 3. Eason pulls it in. Eason's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. Out to Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh,
Edey for 3. Back to Jackson. And he makes it on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Here's Easton. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone but Jackson Jr.
A minute 42 left to play in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. Now Morant. Lets it fly. Rockets with a rebound. Now here's Easton. And he's going for the oop here. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
Morant with it. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Green finds Şengün. And here's Easton. Back to Green. Shoots over Morant. And it's Green missing.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Bain, pass to Morant. Here's Edey, defended by Şengün. The 3 from Bain. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Love the control there from Thompson. I mean, showing poise on the pick and roll.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're losing by 5. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Williams passes to Morant, and that's going to be a travel.
Rockets ball.
And here's Green from the arc, and knocks down the 3.
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
At the line for Memphis.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Timeout called. Houston. They're down by 4. Guys, what do you think?
Not much time left. You think they have a chance to come back?
And here's Green from the arc. It's not going to go for him. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And the Clippers starting five. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Jones in at the three. Here's Harden. Shoots the three. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Pass to Jackson. Takes a three. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Harden missing again. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Wells. From outside, off the mark. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Out left to the wing. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Boy, Kawhi helping to set the tone with that kind of energy, creating second chances. Nicely done.
Morant surveying the D. Drills it from outside. Morant's got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Morant kicks to Jackson. On the wing, Bane. The three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Wing shot on the way. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Zubac with the screen for Harden. Harden missing again.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Clippers trail by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Zubac. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You love to see Zubac get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front of the center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now Harden, following the miss by Ja Morant from deep. Harden's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Bane. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games. And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Fires at the elbow. Grizzlies with the rebound. Stolen by Zubac. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Leonard, that's for 2. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now, here's Morant for three. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harden inside the three-point line. Pass to Zubats. Here's Leonard. Fades. Good on the three-point shot. Leonard's got 7 points.
And Leonard knows that corner three is an important shot in terms of spacing out the defense.
And that one's good, Morant.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubats. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. Harden outside. Here's Leonard. Edey with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Doris, with what he's done in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard seems to be a lock for the Hall of Fame.
I agree, Kevin, and the reason is he's got a couple of championships under his belt. More importantly, he's got individual awards, All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year, and he's been able in the most leveraged moments of a season to be the focal point for his team, and that's a big driver of Hall of Fame status.
By himself. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Leonard with a screen on Morant. Oh, Leonard in position. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Harden's got 11 points.
Well, the pre-shot preparation of James Harden is exceptional. He knows in this instance that as soon as the ball touches his hands, he's got to be ready to fire.
It's good from long range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Dunn. Zubats, a screen on Jackson. Leonard with no one around. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
This is the mark of a great scorer, the ability to not have any struggle making shots off the dribble. That is a hard thing to do, but James Harden makes it look easy.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that.
Pass to Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Jackson. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Harden on the wing. He's got 14. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Bain finds Morant. And they double up Morant. Outside, Bain. There's the triple. The Clippers grab the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Harden for three. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. Pull up Jay. And there's Bain. That's good on the assist from Wells. Bain's got 5 now. Outside, Jones. Zubats with the screen for Jones. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Clippers lead by 6. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Here's the 3. Unable to get that one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Here's Dunn. Wide open shot is on the money. And now it's an 8-point Clipper lead.
Well, Chris Dunn, remarkably comfortable in the mid-range. You get him the ball in that spot, he'll take care of the rest.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain. Here is Harden. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Dunn, and Jones has it in the corner. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard, that's for 2. 80 with the rebound. 80's got 7 rebounds in the game. Bain for 3. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Santi Aldama is out there with Bagley. Then it's Pippen. Then it's G.G. Jackson. And it's Kennard in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Oh, my goodness. Luke Kennard from the next zip code. Good night.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2. Pass to Coffey. Back to Bogdanovich. Shoots the 3. Aldama with the rebound.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Bagley finds Aldama. Now Pippen. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And here's Mills for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Aldama passes to Kennard for the lead. And he's good on the 3-ball. Kennard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, Luke Kennard showing the handle in the pick-and-roll game. It's going to be so difficult to cover him with that aspect.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Assist goes to.
And the Clippers lead by 1. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Pippen outside. Launches it. Eubanks grabs the miss. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Fires for 3. Mills can't hit. Memphis has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Aldama can't hit.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
No good on the 3. And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a 1-point game. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Drills the 3-pointer.
Patty Mills is about winning, guys, and if that means finding the open man, he'll do just that.
There's a screen by Aldama. Kennard's shot is off.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Got that one up quick. And now a 7-point Clipper lead.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Well, Kennard loves and relishes the opportunity to come back with his triple.
Here's Bogdanovich. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Kennard for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his 3-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Kennard for 3. Second chance shot. Pass to Bagley. Pulls it up. Kennard's shot is off.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Coffee passes to Mills. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. The shot's good from Kennard.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Bogdanovich is a very consistent shooter from the field. He's got great mechanics and can just pepper you with shots.
Kennard's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Coffee. That falls. Nice speed that time from Bogdanovich. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Kennard for 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
Bogdanovich wide open. And another 3 for the Clippers. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. But while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Outside Pippen. A 3-pointer off the mark. Clippers leading by 7. Zubac, a screen on Pippen. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Done against Kennard. Pass to Aldama. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And a wide open look for Payne. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Dunn's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. Morant outside. From the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seated. Payne for 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Harden. Another one falls for the Clippers.
If Feels like any shot is within Harden's range. This is one of the toughest covers in the entire league.
And Bain puts up a deep three. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Inside, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac's positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
Outside, Bain. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Pass to Jones. Screen by Leonard. Harden dishes to Jones. On the wing. Harden, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Bain looking around. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Edey's got his first basket.
Nice tip to hit there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Memphis. Crowd's wide open. Good. Nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
Wells kicks to Jackson. A kick out to Bain. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Los Angeles leading by 3. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bain for 3. Harden grabs the miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Leonard, that's for 2. Over to the wing. Dunn passes to Jones. 3-pointer. And it's Leonard. And time on the assist by Harden.
3 points.
And the Clippers lead by 6.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
And hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Harden, that's good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And here's Morant. So the Clippers with the win. A solid win. All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
These two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Three-pointer, Harden. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And here's Green from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
Green stopping on a dime and putting up his shot. Boy, that was impressive how suddenly he did that.
Three-pointer, Harden hits the trifecta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And here's Green from the arc. It's rebounded by Zubats.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Zubats, screen. Pass to Leonard from outside the arc. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Leonard scores at all 3 levels. He's a threat anywhere on the floor.
Green against Harden from 12 feet. And that one's long. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Jones from outside. Offensive rebound. Outside for Harden. Leonard on the wing. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Green.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Şengün in the post. Defended by Dunn.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
That shot wide open.
Man, what a gorgeous, pretty jumper from Dunn. And he is a scintillating player who you have to respect from there.
Now here's Green. To the right side. Here's Şengün. Hits the three-pointer.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic a couple years back. Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Ali. Now here's Green. And there's Şengün on the assist from Green. Şengün's got 6.
This speaks to how assertive Şengün can be. Love when he makes quick decisions like that there.
Harden from outside knocks down the triple.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 1:36 left in the opening quarter. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift, and that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
And the Clippers have possession after the basket by Houston. Leonard for 3. Eason pulls it in. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Thompson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubats.
Still, Rockets ball.
Here's Şengün. Counted from distance. 11 points in the game. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Fires for 3. No luck on that one. Houston has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. Thompson, a screen on Harden. Inside. Thompson passes to Şengün. Up and overdone. Şengün, no good. The Clippers have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Zubac. Leonard for 3. Buries it from 3. Leonard's got 9.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Şengün. And that comes off the assist by Green. There's 6 seconds left now in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Harden. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. We'll be right back with you. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
They've got Tari Eason. Jalen Green is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Alperen Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Jones, the pass to Zubac. Outside for Harden. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson with it. Dunn in his pocket. On the wing, Brooks. Launches it. They get the rebound. Outside for Green. Fires from deep. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. The Clippers in the lead. Jones finds Leonard. That's tipped. From downtown. Whoa! Kawhi from another area code.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And they pick up 2. Şengün's got 15 points.
Another hoop for Şengün. They can't stop him. He's got a different kind of game, and I think it's really hard for defenders to deal with it.
Here's the floater. And it's Harden. That time on the assist by Leonard. Give him 8.
Incredible control on that floater. Harden is fantastic at putting just the right amount of touch on these very difficult and delicate shots.
And here's Thompson for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Thompson's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And that one's good for Brooks. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, B.A. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play, trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Dunn, no good. Houston has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Şengün. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
First team foul.
Three-pointer, Harden. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist.
3.
Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Hey, defensively, when you're guarding Harden, the last thing you want is for him to get a rhythm from deep. He can blow a game wide open when he does.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Easton. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
3 points.
And now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
It's amazing to me. I mean, this is what so many teams try to find now in transition, the open 3.
Here's Dunn. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Boy, how about Chris Dunn getting the ball in a great spot, making the deep attempt look elementary.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Jones with a screen on Eason. Leonard for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Brooks. Back to Thompson. Şengün against Harden. Fader on the way. Şengün, no good. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Brooks. He's guarded by Zubac. Here's Thompson. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Harden, the pass to Dunn. On the wing, Jones. No points so far. And rejected.
Ivica Zubac.
Outside, Green. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Clippers on top, up 5. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. One of the stories here, Alperen Şengün getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Amir Coffey out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Patrick Mills. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2-guard spot.
You know, at just under 6 feet tall, you've got to develop a lot of ways to get your shot off, and Mills has a nice handle on the floater.
Pass to Van Vliet. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by Eubanks. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Bogdanovich. Adams grabs the miss. Houston has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. They get it again. Smith left side. And they get it back. The kick out to Van Vliet. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Nails it from beyond the arc. Holiday's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions, but you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred Van Vliet in a nutshell.
Bogdanovich from long range. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Stripped away. Here's Coffey. Lots of room. Holiday grabs the miss.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Outside Whitmore. Shoots a fadeaway. And there's Smith. That one's good on the assist by Whitmore.
Not an easy shot for a young player, but Smith Jr. really smooth that time.
Pass to Batum. Knocked away, and it's stolen by Van Vliet. And here's the fast break. And he lobs it up to the rim. Whitmore with it. There's the three. On target from range. Now just a 5-point Clipper lead.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul.
Whitmore. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Mills from the arc. And the Clippers miss again. The Rockets have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Holiday finds Adams. Now Whitmore. Back to Adams. Puts the move on. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Clippers lead by 5. Pass to Mills. Driving inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mills has got 7 points.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
Three-pointer, Holiday. That shot missing. Los Angeles has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Mills, the pass to Coffey. Offline with a 3. And the Rockets shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Smith. Guarded by Batum. Fades back. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his second basket.
Good stuff that time from Smith, stepping in for his jumper.
Outside Mills. Here's Batum. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Rockets trail by 5. From 20 feet. The kick out to Van Vliet. Pass to Whitmore. Back to Van Vliet. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Bogdanovich on the wing. Right side Mills. No good with the triple. Well, the Rockets shooting only 39% so far in the game. And the basket by Van Vliet.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket. Always ready to take it inside.
Bogdanovich from long range. Knocks it down from distance.
Bogdanovich. 3.
For 3, Smith. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Clippers ahead, up 6. And we've got more action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Alperon Şengün out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Jalen Green. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Thompson in at small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Outside Harden. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
All alone. Another one falls for Houston.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
The Rockets trail. Pass to Şengün. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Here's Dunn. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Now here's Şengün to take the lead. Not going to go that time.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Harden with a bucket.
The creativity of an artist, that's what Harden has. An excellent decision maker, too. Comfortable at pulling from right here.
Green, the pass to Şengün. There's the triple. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 6 assists now in the game. Out to Leonard. Easton with a steal. Here's Thompson. Şengün with it. Harden picks him up. Lets it go. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Şengün's got 8 here in this quarter. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Houston.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And, you know, they've been stupendous challenging shots and protecting the rim. Their block numbers really reinforce what we've seen from them in terms of rim protection.
Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. No problems knocking that one down.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Again, the miss by Şengün. Los Angeles has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Kawhi slam! Wow!
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Rockets trail by 4. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Harden, the pass to Dunn. Back to Harden. There's a minute 45 left to play in the fourth quarter. The shot off that time. Three-pointer, Brooks. Houston with another miss.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. The Rockets have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Oh, there's the alley. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, Amen Thompson. Incredible verticality.
Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 8 rebounds in the game. Thompson fires from way outside. Misses the 3. Clippers have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Wing shot on the way. Cash! A huge shot to tie it up!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Dunn outside. Zubac with a screen on Brooks.
Well, I really admire the determination with which Dunn plays. Staying confident in his shot at all times.
Thompson, a screen on Harden. Down low. The ball's knocked loose. Outside for Green. Takes a 3. Oh, he nails it! Oh, a tremendous 3! We're tied!
Cold-blooded shot in the clutch. And a big moment right there from Jalen Green.
Leonard with a screen on Thompson. Jones, the pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. On the wing, Harden. No good! And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. A great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Money!
And you've got to be perfectly in sync on that one.
Man, that's a tough play to convert.
I tell you what, guys, the pass and catch, both next to impossible.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
They're in a tough spot right now. Barely enough time to run the catch and shoot.
So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans. All right, Allie, thank you.
Please make sure
And that about wraps it up for Allie LaForce.
Coming right up, the Rockets taking on the Grizzlies. For the Rockets, every game presents another. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live. And what a... matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the small forward. Pass to Green. Thompson with it. Brooks kicks to Green. Launches it from deep. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And a wide open look for Bane. No good with the triple. Brooks for three. Edey with the rebound. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bane for three. Cans it from downtown. Bane's got the game going here with the first basket for the Grizzlies.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Udoka. David?
Of course, John Morant's name first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Jackson against Easton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Green against Morant. And Thompson kicks to Brooks. Over Bane. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Here's Edey. It's good from about 19 feet. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Şengün finds Green. Misses the three. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Memphis moving it around. Şengün against Jackson. They get it back. Out to Morant. Beyond the arc. Knocked away. The Rockets trail. Here's Thompson. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
Pass to Şengün. Knocked loose. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Grizzlies ball.
Here's Morant. Scoreless thus far. Bain kicks to Jackson. A shake. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Şengün with a wide open look. Nice open look, but it's no good. And here's Jackson. He has 6. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. And the wide open shot from Green. Another miss by Houston.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Morant outside. Pass to Bain. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. Green in the post. Brooks, that's a 2-pointer. Oh, he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Rockets lead by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Morant is the point with Bain out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Wells, and it's Bagley in at the center position. After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. John Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Bain for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Bain's got 6.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Pass to Eason. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. Launches a 3. And Jalen Green hits from deep. Green's got it all tied up now for Houston.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
And finished off by Morant.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Here's Eason. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Bagley with a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Green taking his time here. Adams the pass to Thompson. Out to Brooks. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Bagley inside the line. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Bagley's got his first 2 points. Outside, Green. Bobbed up there for Thompson. That shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
It's good. Bagley's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, and Bagley has the reputation for showing variety. Can score in a different way on each possession.
And it's Green missing. Memphis leading. Morant kicks to Jackson. Right side Bagley.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion. Clearly a foul.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jabari Smith, he's jacked in for Tari Eason. Cam Whitmore comes in for Thompson. Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Jalen Green. Bagley from outside. It's hauled in by Adams. And for Houston, they're shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Holiday with the three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And a shot by Wells, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Here's Smith. A second chance effort, and there's the nice layup by Adams. And it's a 6-point Rocket lead.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Back to the action in just a minute.
24.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Jaren Jackson, what a contribution.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
We've got Fred Van Vliet. Steven Adams is out there with Smith. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Kennard for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now Whitmore. No scoring in this one. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Houston leading by 8. They get a hand on it. Williams passes to Kennard. Top of the key. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 8 rebounds in this game. For 3, Van Vliet. The kick out to Holiday. Houston moving it around. There's the 3. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Holiday's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. And a deep 3 from Kennard. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
And you look at the Grizzlies defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
Van Vliet finds Holiday. Fader on the way. Rebound by Williams. The Grizzlies trail by 7. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother, Powell, play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Shoots from the elbow. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Holiday.
And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pippen, the pass to Aldama.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
From deep, Williams. Fred Van Vliet grabs the miss. Rockets leading by 9. Outside Holiday. Buries it from three-point range. Holiday's got 6 in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Lets it go from deep. Pippen can't hit. Rockets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Kick out to Adams. For 3, Van Vliet. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
Houston ball.
Smith right side. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. On the wing, Williams. Over Whitmore. And another miss by Memphis. Houston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Holiday dishes to Smith. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Huff. The Grizzlies trail by 12. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kennard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Van Vliet kicks to Holiday. Adams sets the pick for Holiday. It's up a 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. There's Williams with the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
3 points.
Rockets leading by 9.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Holiday with the 3. The shot will not fall. And so it's Houston in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A good size. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Santi Aldama. Pippen is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Vince Williams. And it's Huff in at the 5. Williams from outside gets the 3-pointer to fall. Williams has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Grizzlies. Green kicks to Thompson. Back to Green. All sorts of time. And all around to win that time before dropping in.
Just a beautiful jump shot. Green is the prototype NBA 2-guard.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Lets it go from the wing, and he hits the jump shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Wells with it, picked up by Thompson. Morant outside. Outside Jackson. No good on the triple. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. They've held a 12-point lead early, kept alive. Tries again, and he comes up with the deuce. Green's got 4 this quarter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Morant sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
From deep, Green. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jackson passes to Wells. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Wells has got his first 3 points of the game.
Gets those passes off quickly. Jackson Jr. really sees the floor.
Green kicks to Brooks. Here's Eason. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And the Rockets lead by 5.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Morant passes to Wells. From deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Outside, Green. Eason gets a wide open look. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Bain, the bounce pass. Wells kicks to Bain. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Eason passes to Green. Back to Eason. Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. Here's Thompson. Plays it up off the glass.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Rose wide open. And another miss by Memphis. Rockets leading by 7. There's 1:26 left in the 4th quarter. Eason with it. Now defended by Bain. Stolen by Jackson. In the corner, it's Bain. No one near him. Here's Edey. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Eason. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Eason. Jackson kicks to Wells. Takes a 3. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Thompson sets the pick for Green. And it's Brooks in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. And it's no good.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Morant finds Bain. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball. Just milk those last seconds away.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
Morant outside. A 3 ball. He can't get that one. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. It was up for grabs right until the final.
NBA games aren't played on paper. But if they were, this game couldn't be close, Brent.
You're right, B.A., but we're not doing that. We're out here on the court, and we want to see guys going at it. Tonight, given where these teams are, can the underdog step up, rise up, and get an unexpected win? We're going to find out.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now here's Harden. Misses the jumper from the wing.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Now here's Jackson, and the shot goes down.
Flashing the in-between game, nice. I mean, Jackson is more than capable of draining this when given the chance.
Outside Harden. Shoots over Morant. Oh, he buries the 20-footer. Harden's got 5.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Jackson for 3. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
3-pointer, Harden. Ja Morant grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. The shot. It's rebounded by Zubac.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Memphis leading by 6. Pass to Wells. And there's a pick. The 3. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. And here's Morant outside. Counted from distance.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Harden. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Jackson finds Morant. Launches a 3. Morant missing again. Clippers trail by 7. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Now here's Morant. Fires, high post. Morant missing again.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Memphis leading by 4. On the wing, Bain, defended by Dunn. Bain, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Jones from outside. They grab their own miss. Zubac passes to Dunn. Jones from outside. Memphis with a rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And Morant gets it to go.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Pass to Jones. Yes, And a nice assist from Harden.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Back to Morant. They set a pick. Three-pointer. That shot off. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Memphis ahead, leading. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Jones in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Morant against Harden. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jones finds Zubac. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Jackson outside. Fires it from 18. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Here's Wells. He buries it from 3. Wells has got 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
So good near the hoop. Leonard.
Kawhi is certainly one of the strongest players in the league at that position, just doing damage.
From deep pain. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Jones. Jones sets a screen. Here's Leonard. Again, the Clippers score.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset of Leonard. He's so good at picking his spots, especially on the pick and roll.
Morant surveying the floor. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside Jones. Outside Harden. Over Morant. Harden misses. Memphis has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Morant. Done with a steal. On the wing, Harden. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Jackson.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
2 minutes remain.
From deep, Morant. And Morant laces the triple. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Leonard. A minute 20 left to play in the first half of basketball. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Wells misses. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Zubac finds Harden. Takes the 3. He drops it from range. Harden's got 11 points.
Dialed in from deep. Harden understands when he should look to shoot the 3 ball.
Pass to Edey. Here's Morant. Look at Morant working the paint. Nice.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Clippers trail by 4. Harden surveying the D. Here's Leonard. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Ja Morant.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Pass to Bain. The 3-ball. Fires in the triple. And now a 7-point Memphis lead. The Clippers have gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. On the wing, Harden. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he waited for the last possible minute to get that one off. Made a sick adjustment right before he let it go.
And here's Morant outside. Connects from downtown. And the Grizzlies lead by 8. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for Memphis, Marvin Bagley is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Vince Williams. And it's Pippen in at the 1. Here's Batum. Knocks down the triple. Batum's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Batum pretty consistent from the 3-point line. Defenses cannot afford to give him that kind of slack.
Here's Bagley. Some room here for Williams. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Batum, right side. Outside Mills. Bogdanovich from long range. No good there. Grizzlies lead by 5. Kennard for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Coach is wanting Luke Kennard to get aggressive with his shots. That's a nice catch and shoot.
A good look from Bogdanovich. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Got his man all tangled up. I mean, serious crossover.
Well, Brent, this is the 8th season for Bogdanovich. He's as steady as a metronome, man.
You know, the thing, B.A., I don't think guys appreciate him as much as they should in that off-guard position. He is gritty and competitive. He can shoot the ball. He's willing to take big shots. And I love the pace and competitiveness he plays with. Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Clippers trail by 6. Batum gets the bucket. Batum's got 5. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Knocked loose. Dives for it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bogdanovich. Kennard for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
And you love that. That's one of the strengths of Luke Kennard's game.
Batum, the pass to Eubanks. Batum sets a screen. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 7.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Kennard, right side. Bagley, a screen on Bogdanovich. Kennard can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Batum, pass to Coffey. Back to Batum. Over Williams. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Grizzlies lead by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Kennard for 3. And Mills pulls it down. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. From outside the arc. Cranes the triple. Batum's got 10 points in just the second half.
It's great to see Batum pull up and drop the jumper.
Pippen pass to Bagley. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Mills, the pass to Batum. Now here's Eubanks. Fade away. The shot that time not on target. Well, Memphis shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Williams from long range drops in the three. And it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
The putback. Aldama grabs the board. Well, the Grizzlies shooting at 45% of the game so far. Kennard for three. Knocks down the long J. Kennard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Coffey. Gets an open look and hits it. Grizzlies lead by 8. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Kennard. The three is up. And another three from Memphis.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout. He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Amir Coffey out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Patrick Mills, then it's Drew Eubanks, and it's Bogdanovich in a shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Memphis leading by 8. And here's Kennard. Aldama outside from behind the arc. The rebound by Bogdanovich.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Batum gets the bucket.
Batum knowing how to get to the rack.
Memphis with the ball. They've led by as many as 11. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Nice shot by Kennard.
And this is what they kind of do. They light the wick with Kennard on-demand offense.
Clippers trail by 9. Here's Leonard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Kennard on the wing. For three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside Harden. Fires the three. Offensive board. Oh, Leonard. Got to put a body on him.
Well, not just the reach, but those suction cup hands from Kawhi helps him on defense. But he can also swallow up offensive boards.
Bagley sets a screen. Kennard for three. Nails it from 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Jackson. Leonard passes to Dunn. All sorts of time. Again, the Clippers score. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And so it's Moran who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Shoots over Harden. Morant, no good. The Clippers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Tries it from 16. Outside for Harden. Second chance effort. It's deflected. Jackson surveying the D. 4-3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 11. Leonard for 3. Jones. That shot is off. Grizzlies lead by 6. Pass to Wells. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And here's Morant. The fader. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Morant. And now it's an 11-point Memphis lead. Outside Harden. Three-pointer. Hits the three-pointer.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
Pass to Edey. A minute 29 left in the fourth. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Now Jones. Banked it in off the glass.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Morant. Leonard pulls down the board. Clippers trail by 6.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need a match.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away. But you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
Here's Harden. Top of the key jumper, no good. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, stolen by Harden.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Oh, can you say important bucket by Harden? James always wants the ball in these moments. Love it. And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've led by as many as 11. And the three-pointer goes.
It really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Harden fires away from outside. No good there. So Memphis wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
like a potential blower. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Amen Thompson, Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. And it's Green, and it's Brooks in at the shooting guard. Right wing, here's Eason. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Harden kicks to Dunn. Fires the three. And that's good. Norman Powell for three.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now, here's Şengün. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Harden scanning the floor. Leonard, no luck. Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint will be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and again it's the Clippers missing. Rockets on offense. Outside, Green. And the three ball is good.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
And a deep three from Harden. The long distance three is buried.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Şengün, no good. LA has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Harden outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Eason. There's the drive. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Rockets leading by 4. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. Offline with his 3. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Los Angeles. Took him no time at all on that one. Powell's got 5 points so far.
This guy is very good at finding his spots. Norman Powell capable of scoring from just about anywhere.
Here's Zubac, stolen by Brooks. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Şengün. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
And that's a good shot for him. He can shoot it over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. 124 left in the first quarter. Harden the pass to Zubac. Back to Harden. Jacks up a 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brooks with no one around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Harden has a wide open look. Şengün with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Leonard finds Harden. Now done. Leonard with the screen on Brooks. And they get it. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Dunn.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Top of the key jumper, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
No one covering. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers.
This is evidence that James Harden, from any spot on the floor, is willing to launch and makes good on that long three.
Şengün with the bucket. Now Zubac. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Houston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers and quickly converting.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Jalen Green. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. Shot by Eason, no good. Clippers trail by 5. When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, Doris, no one has a bigger effect on a game than this great two-way player.
There's no question, Kevin, because of his length and savvy on the defensive end. He can swallow up individual offensive matchups. He's that good defensively. And then you think to his transition on the offensive end from a player who was a standstill shooter to now who you can run your offense through.
Offensive rebound. Here's Zubac. Oh, he just jams it right over Şengün. Wow!
You'd love to see Zubac get after it on the window. Use that size and strength.
Out to Brooks. Pass to Şengün. Fires away from outside. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Three-pointer.
Şengün's got 8.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on him.
Here's Harden. Banked in off the glass.
I'll tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Brooks, the pass to Eason. From outside the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Outside Leonard. The three. Here's Leonard with the bucket in transition.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
And here's Green outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Jones. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Thompson outside. Out to Brooks. Off the run, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Brooks. Thompson's got the game tied up here for Houston. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alden.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Done. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Şengün. They get it back. Green, the pass to Eason. Brooks outside. Lets it go with a 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Dunn looking over the floor. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. Brooks finds Şengün. Fires from way outside. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team.
Chris Dunn picks one up.
Alperen Şengün. 3 shots.
He's off on the second. And he nails the third. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Brooks. And it's James Harden with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. And the Clippers miss again. Houston in the lead. Outside, Green. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Stolen by Brooks. On the wing, Green. Zubac defending. Here's Şengün. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Leonard. To the inside. Zubac kicks to Leonard with the fadeaway. Leonard lets it rip from 3.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Down low with 2 seconds left. Can't get the layup. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by court. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batum is out there with Drew Eubanks. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Mills. And it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, just high-quality transition opportunity right there from Fred VanVleet. This guy is so reliable to make the plays necessary in transition.
And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Mills. And the Clippers lead by 3. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
Mills passes to Eubanks. Here's Coffey. For 3, sinks the triple. Coffey's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Outside Holiday. Here's Smith. Batum grabs the miss.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Adams, some nice D. Rockets trail by 4. Holiday looking over the floor. There's the triple. Not going to go that time.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Bogdanovich. Pass to Coffey. From outside, off the mark. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Another miss by Houston. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Mills. Softly drops in the floater. Mills has got his first points in this one.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
And you watch the footwork of Smith Jr. He's so sound with everything he does.
And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Batum a screen on Hubble. And here's Mills for three. Good on the triple. Mills has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The sweet spot, the comfort zone for Patty Mills.
And it's Whitmore missing. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Pass to Coffey. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets trail by 5. Holiday dishes to Smith. And Holiday kicks to Smith. From the corner. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Smith with the size and lift to elevate above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
Bogdanovich against Van Vliet. Bogdanovich, no luck. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And a wide open look for Whitmore. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Los Angeles with another miss. The Rockets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Mills passes to Eubanks. Van Vliet against Bogdanovich. From downtown, connects from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
For 3, Van Vliet, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Eubanks got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Batum, the screen. Here's Coffey. And the 3 off target. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Clippers lead by 4. And do not go away. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Jalen Green. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 2-guard spot.
Yeah, just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so here are the Clippers. 4-point game. Harden against Green. Done outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
Fantastic look, but that's a bit redundant for James Harden.
Şengün with a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Los Angeles leading by 7. Leonard with the screen on Thompson. Here's Dunn. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Well, the defense has to be better. Dunn is such a quick release on these mid-range jumpers.
Green kicks to Brooks. Over Dunn. Another miss by Houston. And here are the Clippers. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Driving inside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Rockets trail by 9. Eason passes to Green. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Done against Brooks. Dunn misses.
That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
Puts up a deep 3. Brooks misses. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Leonard, and he drives in. And yes, it's good. 18 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Starting to look like one of those nights for Kawhi Leonard when he's absolutely dominant on the offensive end.
Eason against Leonard. The Clippers grab the miss. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Eason the bounce pass. Brooks from outside. The Rockets with another miss. Clippers leading by 8. Here's Harden. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green kicks to Şengün. A 3. They get it again.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. It feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
First team.
On the wing, Harden. Takes it out to Leonard. This one for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. And here's Green outside. A 3-pointer is right on target. Green's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the Rockets. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Done. And done with the slam.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Los Angeles.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Leonard.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Jalen Green, second personal foul. Second team.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Kawhi is known as a low-key guy, but don't let that fool you. He's as competitively tough as they come.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead. No fear in the eyes of Green, willing and ready to take the big shot for his team.
Eason against Leonard. Powell, no one around him. That one a jam offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Leonard against Eason. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that moment.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.